I don't want to assume that everybody knows who I am, but I'm Rhonda D'Ambrosio. I've worked in the recruitment industry for nearly 23 years. I've done all manner of jobs. I've run my own business. I've run other people's businesses. But the last 7 years for me, in one respect or another, have been very much focused on mental well-being and mental health in the workplace. And for me, and my kind of area of what I say expertise, or my sweet spot, is how our quality of thinking and how our flexibility of mind can really impact the choices that we make in the way in which we can respond to emotions. Because if we can nail that out, we're already halfway there. What I do now is I work with organisations on wellbeing strategy. The stuff that I've been developing in the last 6 months, well, all manner of you've heard me talk, you know that I go out and I'm a massive advocate for understanding how well-being in the workplace should be supported to improve not only people's lives, but also business, right? Because there is a business case that says if we look after our people, discretionary effort improves, and that does impact the bottom line. As part of Even Able, what I've been working on is an app around personal development and professional development, specifically for recruitment, to give recruiters sort of a good lead into all sorts of professional learning. But what makes it quite unique is that there is also a wellbeing and a mental health element. So there are tools and wellbeing activities within that can support people's resilience. So that stems from the KITE program. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. The KITE program is an organisation in New Zealand that was born from a maternal mental health point of view. So the reason kind of KITE recruitment came into iteration was because we were thinking, well, if you look at the adoption rates for learning and you look at what business owners and business leaders are trying to achieve, they want people to take personal accountability, and they're also struggling to maybe support them from a well-being perspective. Some businesses want to do more than an EAP, an employee assistance programs, and other people want their people to be part of looking after their own development. So this is kind of how KITE recruitment was born. But the exciting stuff, the thing that I'm really pleased about right now, is that all of the kind of work that I've been doing behind the scenes for the last few years has culminated in the launch of Mental Health and Recruitment, which is my not-for-profit that for me is about driving change in the recruitment industry. It's about understanding the challenges that every single person out there faces, and understanding that as an industry, recruitment is not the exception to the stats. Mental health and common mental health disorders affect us all. We all have mental health in the same way that we have physical health. And, you know, there is a problem in the industry. It's very much in the way that these situations have been managed. And also from the conversations that I've had with leaders over the last 2 or 3 years, you know, how they approach it and how they actually support their people, but also do that whilst looking after the needs of the business. So, you know, mental health and recruitment is about, you know, driving change and removing the stigma and the discrimination, normalizing the conversation, and, you know, moving us from an awareness piece around what it is to actually decisive action that I hope will lead to cultural change.